Well, I'm on the phone with Ellsworth head football coach Duane Crawford, as we are every Thursday and Monday. And, Coach, a big game coming up on tomorrow night against Houlton.
Yeah, it's homecoming. Can't wait to get out there and get started. And we've had a good week of practice, and so I'm looking forward to it.
It's going to be rainy. I know that's not going to deter some of the homecoming activities. I know that there's all sorts of plans for grills that I've seen and lots of tailgating going on. But what does that do in terms of game preparation for you and the team?
Well, for us, we don't. It's about ball control and hanging on to that football. So we've had the backs of the balls in your hands all week long, and hang it. I walk up behind and try to knock them out.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to hang on to that. And it's going to make it a little slippery. Although I'm not sure if it's actually going to be raining at kickoff or it's just the field's going to be wet, depending on which forecast you listen to. It may have gone over us by then. But
yeah, the last forecast I saw is rain mainly in the afternoon, and then Friday night cloudy with a chance of rain in the evening. But regardless, the ball's probably going to be wet at times.
It has, yeah, it will be, and because the field will be damp regardless. So, it's about hanging on to that football and then just executing. And if we can do all that, I think we're going to be in pretty good shape. Houlton throws the ball a lot, and they give us a lot to prepare for. But certainly wet footballs are not going to help out the pass game at all. So, that may be something that plays into our favor. That being said, you worry about, sloppy field conditions, but our field dries pretty quickly, drains well, and so I think we'll be good to go on that end. But, just looking forward to it. And, we go out and go through our pregame stuff tonight and run a few plays on both sides of the ball, look offense, look defense, goes out there and gives us a look. So it'll be fun, and the kids will have a good time, and there should be a lot of people there with the tailgating, and it's going to be a fun night. And then, of course, there's the homecoming dance on Saturday, and just a whole different atmosphere. It's amazing what a few wins will do for you. It's a lot of people showing a lot of interest, and it's good for the morale and good for the kids and homecoming and everything that it brings with it. So can't wait to get out there and get started.
One of the problems you had last week was the offense execution, or executing, not execution.
Well, the offense was executed, yes.
Exactly. It died on the way up.
It did.
So what steps have you done taken this week to get the offense back on track?
Well, I don't think that we actually went off track last week. It's just we didn't for whatever reason go out and do what we needed to do. So this week, we just went through everything and more of the same, and just the reps, getting the reps, and we had about an hour of reps last night on the offense. In fact, the coach said, "Geez, Duane, that's a little bit too long." But it just comes down to repping everything over and over and over again, so you don't have to think about it. And so I think that just getting those reps in, and I think the thing that really hurt us was not playing that Camden game. We talked about that, and of course you have that whole week off, and you don't actually you go out and you play against the kids on your team, and you don't get the same type of repetitions you would if you were playing against another team, and so I think we really needed that game to keep us going in the direction we were going, and you take that, you have that pulled out from under you, and there's a big letdown, and you're trying to overcome that, and so I think that while no one wants to go out and get beat the way we did last Friday night, I think it was a good learning tool for us, and the kids have come out re-energized, refocused, and I think that'll show tomorrow night.
One of the things that I think it was you that mentioned, is that the key to winning on Friday night starts with Monday's practice in terms of intensity and paying attention and watching the game film. And how has the effort and intensity been this week?
It's been great. Monday, we only had 9 varsity players out there because we had the JV game. So we just walked through what we're going to do and looked at that. And then Tuesday we came out and we really had a great practice Tuesday night. I mean, the kids were hitting hard and everything was clicking, and so we just worked a little bit more on that last night, try to carry that over, and we'll go through it a little bit more tonight, and so I think the week in practice is definitely more focused than it was last week, and that's what we need. And it's you can tell, and we've all been doing this long enough to know that if you have a week in practice where it's hard to keep the kids focused and things, if things don't go right when you're running against your look offense or your look defense, then you're going to have troubles. And it never fails. If you have a bad week of practice, it usually shows up to bite you on Friday night. And last week it certainly did, but this week I think is a different animal, and I think we're ready to go.
Health of the team now?
Pardon?
How is the health of the team?
Good. I mean, and that's the other thing too. I mean, we've got 29 players that we've had from the beginning, and they're all good. They're all good to go. No one's banged up, and especially for going into the sixth game of the season, that's pretty amazing. But we've spent a lot of time conditioning these kids and keeping them in shape, and we made that a priority this year. That if nothing else, we were going to be the team that was in the best shape on the field, and I think that's shown up in the health of all the players and being able to maintain health and stay healthy during the game. And we're not getting tired during the games. In fact, some of the players are coming up and saying, "Geez, I could have played a couple more quarters." So, and that was not the case last year.
Right.
So we brought them into this gradually, and each year successively added things to the program, and the conditioning portion we definitely stepped it up a few more notches this year, and it's starting to pay off.
What do you want to say to all the fans listening?
Hey, rain or shine on Friday night, come out, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm hoping that the inclement weather is not going to deter anyone from being there. And a lot of people are going to be tailgating, and they're going to have tents up, and we're going to have the third and fourth, fifth and sixth grade teams show up at halftime and introduce them, and hopefully the seventh and eighth grade team will be there as well. And so it should be a lot of fun and a big crowd, and let's go out and try to get another win.
All right, Coach, best of luck, and we'll talk to you on Monday.
All right. Thanks, Chris.